Good! What's up, boys? How are you, Eric? What's up, Mr. C? What's up, Pablo? What's up, my brother? My brother's here. Are you in Bali yet? You were leaving for Bali today. Are you in Bali yet? My brother's going back to Southeast Asia, boys. You know how he is. You know how he likes to do, that cheeky young brother of mine. Who liked the stream first? I hope you liked the stream first, bro. How are you, Eric? Good to see you, man. We're not no one's Jewish. No one here is Jewish. Thank you. Just at the airport now. Yeah, bosh, brother. Bosh. You don't know what that is because people in Melbourne don't say it. But on the internet, bro, it's what the young kids say to each other. Instead of saying cool or sick, we say bosh now. So that's bosh, bro. What's up, Jim? How are you, man? I'm glad that you're feeling jolly, Jim. Jolly good. What's up, Justin Kennedy? How are you, dude? Good to see you, mate. Good stuff. No, it's Bosh. Someone spell it for my brother, probably. What is it? B-O-S, Bosh? Is that it? Bosh. Yeah, Bosh is it. Not Boosh. Not Boosh. It's Bosh. What sickening propaganda are you spreading today? No propaganda today. Nothing but the truth. Today, chat, we've got some big news, breaking news. Going to be a wild breaking news stream. Lots of big news to get to. Tom Aspinall, eye update. Sick Sigma, exactly. Tom Aspinall, eye update. Breaking news, massive news. We're going to have a Tom Aspinall eye update. I know. Many of you think we've had enough Tom Aspinall eye updates. How are we getting half-hourly Tom Aspinall eye updates? It's been nothing but updates about Tom Aspinall's eye for 2 weeks. Well, there was more Tom Aspinall eye news today. Tom Aspinall is booked in to have a steroid injection. This guy is speedrunning Zero Aura. Listen, I'm not going to throw Tom Aspinall under the bus. How are you, Mitch? Did you have Albanese's job way better? How are you, brother? Would you do Albanese's job way better? Would I be the dictator of Australia better than Albanese? Oh, yeah. 10 times better, Mitch. How are you, man? Impression of Eric finding out he's 2% African from a DNA test. Joey just dropped an hour-long video trashing Tom. Did he? I'd believe it if he did. Did he? We must check this, brother. Did he? Hang on, YouTube. I've got something to rage masturbate to later if MMA Joey did. MMA Joey YouTube. Did he? Please don't tell me he actually did. I will fucking flip out if he did. Holy shit! He released an hour-long video. Tom Aspinall admits he quit in a disastrous Ariel Helwani interview from MMA Joey. I hate that fat fucking cunt so fucking much. This isn't getting monetized, and I'm getting shadow banned again. Fuck, I hate MMA Joey so much. Such a Jew coughing, you can tell he was holding in for 3,000 years. It's true. This guy's speedrunning. Where's my biggest fan, Christian Grey? He'll get here. Everyone complained that they had no news. Now they're complaining it's too much news. Yes. Just the note was all he needed to do. Just the note would have been enough, Jim. We don't need a tweet and an interview and a book and a movie every fucking hour about his eye. What's up, Cheddarhead? How are you, man? I acknowledge you, sus pasture, you gay lord. Went from I'm going to be the most active heavyweight champ ever to crying about every little tiny unfortunate thing that happens to him. It's getting listen, I love Tom, and I would never throw Tom under the bus. You know, I'm Team Aspinall till the bitter end, but getting a bit much, Tom. It's getting a bit much, Tom. I don't need to hear about every time a leaf blows something into your eye. I don't need to hear about if it's a bit sunny today and it's straining your eye, Tom. Alright, I might have to start watching Joey who tells the truth, unlike Scorner. Whoa. Let's just, Nacho, that's too fucking far. MMA Joey is based, so don't be giving MMA Joey any fucking wins here. How the hell can you watch that entire video? Him just slandering to... I won't watch the entire video. I'll watch 10 minutes and then I'll get angry and then I'm going to go and get drunk. That's usually me and MMA Joey's love cycle. I'll chuck on 10 minutes of his video. He'll enrage me and then I'll go and drink the anger away. That's That's it. Or I might be at the gym and I might chuck on 10 minutes of Joey and I'll get nice and angry. This is how I engage with MMA Joey. How are you, Chedhead? Good to see you, mate. Is Tom's eye poke real? It's real, alright. It's all we've fucking talked about for the last month, it feels like. How are you, M Operator? Good to see you, man. Tom is the duck, he loves to suck. Okay. Tom Aspinall will return in 2030. It's starting to sound that way, isn't it? You'd like to engage with Joe. Okay, that's... Anyway, that's not what I wanted today's stream to be about, chat. Not what I wanted today's stream to be about at all. I wanted, you know, since we're a few days away from UFC 323, I wanted to do other things. Talk about other things. Talk about UFC 323 and some of the fights on UFC 323. That's what I wanted to do, chat. I think there's enough talking about UFC 323. I think we should look at some of the fights, break down some of the fight, and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean, chat? I don't think there's anything else that really needs to be said about Tom Aspinall. I'm a little bit sick of Tom Aspinall, to be honest. I'm a bit sick of Tom Aspinall. I think it would be better if we, like, broke down a Merab Dvalishvili fighter matrix, chat. I think it'd be better if we broke down Merab Dvalishvili and did a Merab Dvalishvili fighter matrix. We haven't done one in a long time. I think don't do it. Yes, Nacho. Yes. I think we should do a Merab. You will pick Cejudo. Listen. I think John Jones passed his estrogen when he vacated the belt from Tom. I think John Jones passed his estrogen when he vacated the belt. I think he did. He gave Tom estrogen. Usually when I'm curious to see what Joey video is about, I'll skip to at least 3 or 4 minutes where he wraps up his points rather than the other stuff. With that time in a Joey vid, I'll usually watch about the first 10 minutes and then click off. Is it true Volkanovski is retiring? No one's told Volk. Tom is going to turn heel and he will hold up the division like Jones did to him to get back at the UFC. That's exactly right. Tom is now going to sit on his ass for a year. They're doing a big season presser again. Finally, Nacho. I can't wait to see who they have there. Not Merab, anyone but Merab. Merab! Happy you're live, Dougie. I've been stuck in 1940s pro-German reels for 2 hours. I do end up doing the... I go to bed to those Cheddarhead. Just watching 1940s pro-Germany reels. That's what I usually go to sleep to. Where's the Paul Felder fighter matrix? That's what we all really want. Bro, I was actually excited for the stream. It's nice to see that you're. It's nice to see that you're waking up, Dougie. What, Johnny? What have I woken up to? How was the workday? It was fucking horrible. I hate the Christmas season. I can't wait for it to be over. 10 minutes of Joey. What kind of mental conditioning has this guy gone through? It's what I like to do to get myself raged up. There's just so much and no. Everyone glazes Hitler when he died in a hole like a rat. No, he escaped to Argentina. Yeah, exactly right. You're waking up to the fact that Tom isn't a pussy, all right? He's got to get steroid injections in his eyes, MMA Johnny. Haven't you heard the latest Tom Aspinall news? Are you going to do a Christmas stream? I will, yeah. Why is Volk retiring? He's definitely not in his prime, and I don't know if Volk is retiring. I keep begging the entire Dougie's Corner community, someone please send me an interview somewhere of Alexander Volkanovski saying this is his last fight. No one has sent me a screenshot. No one has pointed out where Volk is saying this is his last fight. It's just the entire MMA community is telling Volk this is his last fight. Read my fucking chat. Don't write something gay. Dougie, next video Tom Aspinall, and the next video Tom Aspinall, and the next video Tom... I know, it's just... That's the problem. Like, it's just... It's too much from Tom. It's just too much. I can't even bring myself to watch Joey's video about Aspinall's update. I'll do it right before back day. I'll do it as I'm deadlifting. I'll watch Joey's video as I'm deadlifting. Just use the Google, mate. Fuck you. My shoulder is jacked up. You've been listening to too much MMA Joey. Volk Lopez 2 is such a waste. It is a waste. I miss Eric. Yeah, Eric bailed. You know what, chat? You know what? Miguel said that Miguel told us all that MMA Joey released a 1-hour Tom Aspinall video. Haven't seen Eric since then. Coincidence, chat? Coincidence, chat. The second we started talking about MMA Joey and his new video, Eric just disappeared. Every time we're doing a fight companion and Guru goes live, where does Eric go? These are the questions, chat. These are the questions, chat. Molly McCann is not gay. She's a lesbian. Same thing. Tom's behavior is very feminine. It's not feminine. It's just... pull it back a notch. Just how good is heavyweight right now? Everyone is talking about it. To be honest, heavyweight actually is alive right now. The contenders are good. The up-and-coming prospects are good. The champion has got someone that he is in a rivalry against, which is always good. To be fair, heavyweight is actually quite good right now. Not even playing. Heavyweight is quite good right now. I'm enjoying heavyweight right now, which is a nice rarity, right? If Volk loses, he's getting a trilogy. This is true. Where is Eric? Did Eric join the dark side? Eric has joined the dark side. Can't trust someone who will blindly obey command. This is why I always call Eric the Stormtrooper. You can't trust him, mate. He goes to your mum's place. Stop it, Mike, all right? My mum's an old woman. Got him. Oh, my God, is he really? He is. He's a Stormtrooper. He guards a door at a military base. Eric, wanking to pro-Muslim rhetoric with Joey. Exactly right. So, chat. What I wanted to do today was a Merab Divilashvili fighter matrix. No, I'm kidding. What I actually wanted to do today was talk about this. Why are so many people picking against Henry Cejudo for Peyton Talbot? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why are people assuming that Henry Cejudo is washed? This is actually what I wanted to think about. I've been thinking about this all fucking week, and I'm going to pick Henry Cejudo to beat Peyton Talbot. I do not understand why you people think Henry Cejudo is going to lose to Peyton Talbot. If we go to Henry Cejudo's Tapology, 60% of people are picking Peyton Talbot to beat Henry Cejudo, which is fucking crazy to me when Peyton Talbot just lost to Raoni Barcelos. It's insane to me. Let me read some chats. Dougie, fuck the Matrix. I suggested 2026 champ predictions or most wanted things from UFC 2026. That's a good idea. That's a really great idea to do during the Christmas break, Jim. We'll absolutely be doing that. What do Ronda Rousey, Tom Aspinall have in common? They both took losing the belt quite hard. Tom didn't lose the belt, dickhead. All right? So fuck you, Mr. C. I'm going to go to Joey's chat and just call him gay. Thank you. Appreciate that, install driver. When people type it blindly infuriates me. I don't know why. I feel like an old man yelling at class. Yeah, it's just young people speak. I don't know why they just can't say and shit. For some reason, just typing the word is easier. He's not washed though, Cheddarhead. Merab the Machine is actually off the hook how many times he has fought this year. Yeah, Merab is kind of fun now. We kind of fuck with Merab now. Welcome to the team, brother. I have no idea Henry Cejudo is going to smother him. This is what I think, Jim. This is what I think. Yes, Dougie, pick Cejudo, you dimwit. Why are you picking Pantoja? Legitimately, Nacho. What are you seeing here? I swear he fights every fucking week. Merab fights once a week. It's true. I got the King of Cringe as well. Yeah, the King of Cringe is the way to go. I'm so excited for you to pick Cejudo. That's all I say. Not arguing you into this one. How do you think Peyton Talbot beat Cejudo? Cejudo was like a strike or two away from beating Aljamain Sterling. Henry isn't washed really if you look at who he fought in his performance. I mean, who comes off retirement and goes to a split decision with the champ? That literally what I just said, Justin Kennedy. Literally what I just said. I think people are just like severely underrating Aljo at this point. Just because Aljo got clipped by Sean O'Malley. How the fuck are you guys picking Talbot? The Triple C will win for us. Year of the Unk. Year of the Unk. Year of the Unk. Year of the Unk for Henry Cejudo. Also true. Tapology's got to be full of gay boys picking Peyton Talbot. Exactly. Peyton Talbot's gay. Other good point. The guy he's fighting is gay. Very important thing to remember. Peyton Talbot is gay. You know, how are you picking Peyton Talbot to win a cage fight? I sat right behind Cejudo's family at 298. That's awesome. Cheddar. That's awesome. Talbot is absolutely massive for the division, and Henry Cejudo is tiny for the division. Henry could win, but he is getting pieced up by Son Yudong until he pulled an Aspinall. He wasn't getting pieced up by Son Yudong, though. That was an insanely competitive fight. When he got carried around like a newborn baby by Marab is the best bantamweight of all time. Peyton Talbot is not. You're wet as hell. This is why you don't get red. How are you, Paul? Good to see you, mate. I see we're still pretending Tom is the champ. Tom is the champ. He just gave us another update today. Henry Cejudo is like 40. So is Raoni Barcelos. Raoni Barcelos just beat the living piss out of Peyton Talbot. Henry Cejudo's age shouldn't even come into it. Where's my water? Where's my water? We will cry when Jan Flute KOs Marab. We will cry about that. You got Triple C. I got Triple C as well, bitch. You're not picking Pantoja. I am picking Pantoja. Yeah, of course. I meant Cejudo. I shall not give you my arguments to boost your percentage. Guys, he got confused. This is dark. Yeah, I just got the words confused. Relax, man. Joey's not live anymore. Just left a comment to tell him he's gay and he's wrong. Well done, install driver. Based, install driver. Based. Game over. All right, cool. It's still plausible Cejudo could lay and play for 3 rounds and still be washed. I mean, he is not more washed than Peyton Talbot. Well, let's get up a Peyton Talbot photo. God, Peyton Talbot's gay. God almighty, he's gay. Jesus Christ, is he gay? Look how gay he is. I gotta stop talking like this. I'm on YouTube. I forget that I'm on YouTube. Jesus, Peyton is different. There we go. Let's do a proper breakdown, chat. Yes, when I click lock, I actually want you to lock, you fucking idiot. God almighty. What does lock position only even mean? Alright, where are we up to? Ah, Eric is back while MMA Joey is offline. Busted, Eric. We know exactly where you were, mate. We've been talking about you over at MMA Joey's channel. You've been busted, mate. Gainus is the best base for MMA. Just ask John Jones and Morales. That actually raises a good point, to be honest. I'm not picking a guy who gets his back blown out by Frank Ocean. Exactly. People forget, man, being gay is the best base for MMA. Look at John Joe. You guys are right about that. Cejudo also fought 4 times in 6 years. So, what has that got to do with anything? John Jones fights once a decade. He's the greatest fighter of all time. Leaving comments only helps, MMA Joey. Fuck. I missed my international exam today to watch you. Well, thank you, Nitro Gaming. I appreciate it. Remember, guys, don't go to work. Don't pay your taxes. Don't check in on your loved ones. Just watch Dougie's Corner 24/7. Comment, like, and subscribe. Eric returns after Joey goes offline. Busted. Busted, busted, busted. Everyone is shitting on Tom for updating every day. I actually like it. I hate it when I don't hear from the fighters for months. I think it's a little bit too much, Operator. And I'm a big Tom Aspinall fan, but I think it's a little bit too much, mate. Is Eric now in the chat after being a gay trader? Yes, Eric's been busted. I'm upping 93 octane gas right now. Nice one, mate. Gate and Touchbutt, future champ. No. Is Eric Jewish? Eric has been confirmed as Jewish. I imagine signing up to members to progressive... Dude, imagine being an MMA Joey member. Oh, my God. No way Eric could be a Jewish Muslim simp in the chat. I think Eric is. I think Eric's been outed. Dougie's saying God he's so gay while scanning his whole body. Dougie likes what he saw. Alright, Justin Kennedy, shut up. UFC needs to create a zesty division, a cuck division, perfect fit for someone like Ian O'Malley, Peyton, and Morales. People forget, man, Sean O'Malley. Let people fuck his wife in the ass. I see him in the ass. I mean, once you're going down the degenerate path, you might as well chuck that in there as well. Why not? Joey has more testosterone than you, mate. You're a confirmed Joey lover, Eric. We started talking about Joey, and you jumped out. And then the second Joey finishes his live stream, you jump back into this stream. Eric, you've been found out, mate. Talbot versus Barcelos is all the proof needed for this argument. Honest to God, Talbot versus Barcelos is kind of all you fucking need. Like, how the fuck did Talbot get better at wrestling in what's it been, 8 months? How the fuck do you guys think Peyton Talbot has gotten his Olympic level wrestling in 8 months? We just saw him not be able to wrestle. And now he's going in there against Henry Cejudo. That nearly beat Aljo as a classic Dougie special. He lost to good guys, so he deserves to be in the pound for pound. No, Max Holloway's different. If I were to give you my arguments of why Talbot will win, then you would change your pick, but I shan't, so you won't. I will not change my pick, Nacho. I am picking Henry Cejudo. It's the right pick. Are you calling MMA Joey testosterone filled with those voice cracks all the time? He might have a beard, but that's just because the man doesn't shave. Yeah, anyone can look like, anyone can have a beard if they go for the homeless look. I think Song Yudong would piece up Talbot. So do I, Jim. 6-inch reach and a height disadvantage. Volk's always got a height disadvantage. So what? What? You can't win as the shorter fighter? Ilya's got a height disadvantage. Ilya's always the shorter fighter. What does that even mean, Mr. C? Of course, Dougie skipped my comment. Sorry, Bruce. Bruce, I think it got censored, dude. Oh, heavyweight is not a good place when there is a champ who is going to take 2 years to recover from Garn touching his eyelid. I think you mean Garn assaulting him. Assaulting him, I think is what you mean, mate. Dougie sounding zesty when talking about Talbot. Stop it. Also, Tom used to upload almost every day before the fight. He's only continuing his YouTube career. Upload about other things, mate. I don't need to hear about the eye again and again and again. I know the people who owe Aspinall an apology aren't criticizing me. Joey works harder than you. Get me a fucking break. The only thing Joey works harder than me at is... shit. Some fat joke. Breathing. Got him. He would have had a kitchen renovated by fuck you. If Eric means Joey works harder at simping for Muslims and rage baiting, Eric is right. There we go. That's the joke that I needed. Thank you, install driver. Joey must have showed Eric his fupa, and Eric oiled it up. Eric, are you MMA Joey? I bet Eric isn't. Eric, we must check your subscriptions, brother. You are black, pregnant, trans, Jewish, and Muslim Gaza. Okay. Is Talbot a bottom or a top? It's going to be, and how by the look of those eyes, Peyton Talbot is a bottom. Stop bullying Eric now? No. Keep bullying Eric. He deserves it. Paul, he's the top. He put the vape in that dude's ass. I mean, he did put a vape in another man's arsehole. Peyton is gay. Pseudo, beware of the north-south position. Oh, yeah. You're picking Henry? Based. Height disadvantage, even better for the boxing. Dude, I just don't get it. So Henry Cejudo, he beats Dominic Cruz. Then he loses a split decision to Aljamain Sterling. Okay. He loses to Merab. Okay. Everyone loses to Merab. The Song Yudong fight is close as fuck, and he only lost because of the eye poke. What has Peyton Talbot done? Peyton Talbot is 27... can't wrestle, beat Felipe Lima, and Nick Oregui, and Cameron Simon, who's, like, obviously shit now. This is just the UFC plant program come to life. Outstruck Dominic Cruz. Let's have a look at the stats for the Song Yadong fight. Cejudo, Song Yadong. What are the stats for that fight? Yeah, he's literally a couple of strikes off every round. Round 2 is 29 to 33. Round 3 is 25 to 30. He's like 3 strikes off Song Yadong. Fucking crazy, mate. He's honestly like 3 strikes off Song Yadong. Where am I up to? High disadvantage, even better for boxing. Hard to imagine Talbot cracking Cejudo with his huge, dumb, massive head. Hard to imagine Talbot cracking Cejudo with his huge, dumb, massive head. Hard to imagine Peyton Talbot cracking Cejudo with his huge... I don't get it. Cheddar head. I don't get it. Joey had too many hamburgers. True. There are 2 lines, one in which Cejudo on the decline and one is Peyton on the incline. I believe Cejudo's line will be lower by the time they meet. It's science and it's specifics. I don't think so. I think Henry Cejudo has been holding his own with the best people in the division. And Peyton Talbot has been put on the UFC plant program. Dougie is the gay guy analyzer. Right now I am, Eric, because there's a gay guy I'm analyzing. Aspinall crying about the eye poke at this point is like Devin Haney suing Rani Garcia for whooping him. No! Aspinall deserves to get this off his chest. I'm just getting a little bit sick of it. You think Vettori will be folded up for the first time or lose by decision? Just a classic lose by decision. I don't think Vettori is going to get folded. Cheeto versus Talbot would be fun. Yes! Marlon Cheeto Vera versus Peyton Talbot is more the level that Peyton Talbot is on, right? This is what we're on. Rob Font versus Peyton Talbot. These are the levels that Peyton Talbot is on. Not Henry fucking Cejudo. How about Peyton versus Marab? Not even close. Every fighter doesn't have a big name on their record until they get one. This is when he gets one. I don't think so, dude. They usually step up, you know? They're usually incremental steps. We're going from Rowney fucking Barcelos to the former double champion of the UFC. Let's face it, Jones would still be champ if he wasn't bullied by the quitter. Jones would still be champion. No, Tom Aspinall would have destroyed John Jones. Destroyed him. And John Jones knows that he would have lost to Tom Aspinall because John Jones chose to run away when he was offered $30 million. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. If you want to know, who do you think would win between Tom Aspinall and John Jones? Just so you know, John Jones thinks that he would lose. Just so you know, John Jones thinks that he would lose that fight. Just like Peyton Talbot becomes the champ, not going to happen. Not going to happen, not going to happen. Is Ziblo Arslan winning? He's a decent underdog. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. New special ed keyboard. Why does it sound like that? No, this is the same keyboard. Got to use laundry unks to build new names. It is what it is. I don't think Henry Cejudo is that much of an unk. I think of I think Jim said it perfectly. Rob Font, Marlon Cheeto Vera. These are the right levels of unk for Peyton Talbot. You type as fast as your brain works. This is true. Too fast. That's the problem. I'm thinking ahead of the game, Eric. Faster than reality. Put Crafty Vet on there. Let's put Crafty Vet on here as well. Crafty Vet as well. What has Peyton Talbot got? Nothing, man. People forget, man, the Triple C beat the overrated Mighty Mouse. Okay, number one, Mighty Mouse isn't overrated, but he did beat Mighty Mouse. This is true. If Peyton Talbot is a top, then he is going to win. He isn't a top. He isn't. He was experimenting with the vape pen. Remember when you called people like Eric gay and it was acceptable and didn't offend homosexuals? Petrich Farr remembers. We're going back to those times, install driver. My official prediction is Talbot via KO round 2. Let's go for that. No way. If Peyton does win, it'll have to be a sloppy decision, Nacho. There's no way he finishes Henry Cejudo in the second round. Tom is clearly a bottom. Stop it. Barcelos mogged him only a year ago. How much can you really improve your wrestling in a year to beat Olympic gold medal? This is what I'm saying, dude. This is literally what I'm saying. Roundy Barcelos. It wasn't even a year ago, by the way. It was this year. It was in January, so it wasn't even a full year ago. Granted, 11 months ago, but still, Roundy Barcelos in January, for fuck's sake. Roundy Barcelos in January. And everyone's like, oh, but Roundy Barcelos, by the way, everyone, is shorter than Peyton Talbot. Peyton Talbot has got the reach advantage over him and is fucking older. How old is Roundy Barcelos? Roundy Barcelos is old as fuck as well. Roundy is 38 years old. Henry Cejudo is what, 40? They're both 38. They're literally both 38. They're both 38 years old. Henry is 5'4". He's definitely shorter than Roundy Barcelos. No one is shorter than 5'4". Roundy Barcelos is 5'7". But still shorter than Peyton Talbot, just as old. I was going to pick Cejudo. Now Dougie is making me want to pick Talbot. There's no point picking Talbot. He's going to lose. People forget, man. Where am I up to? I've just skipped through the chat. Where am I up to? Where am I up to? Where am I up to? People forget, man. MMA Guru cried when his boyfriend came in so mad and got knocked out by Peyton. He did cry. That is true. Talbot by decision, end of the third. If Talbot does win, it'll be via decision, but that's a big if. Went from fighting a Lima, who has like 2 fights in the UFC, to fighting the number 10 ranked guy. This is some privilege. This is some serious fucking privilege, man. Dawson is the favorite. I see finishing potential for Torres. Dawson's good. Dawson's got really good wrestling. Should have run it back with Barcelos. They should have run it back with Barcelos. Talbot had said yes to 2 other fighters. They were both scared to fight him. Cejudo is the only guy that said yes. Not Talbot's fault. I'm not saying it's Talbot's fault. I'm just shocked that 70% of people think Peyton Talbot is going to win this. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's not... I'm not blaming... Obviously, Peyton Talbot is going to take this fight. But 60% of people think he's going to win. Not 70, sorry. It's just bizarre. It's a bizarre breakdown to me. Cruise Guru, a hot take. I'm not even reading that whole sentence if it doesn't make sense. Oh, okay. Cruise Guru, a hot take saying Vittori getting finished. Oh, okay. Because, C-U-Z, because, Guru has got a hot take saying Vittori is going to get finished. I don't think. Vittoria's got like the best fucking chin in the UFC. Pereira definitely folds up Tommy Boy within 2 rounds if they have a fight. Tommy Boy shoots a takedown, ground and pounds Pereira into fucking dust like a mortar and pestle. How many rounds for Talbot to submit Song Yadong? He doesn't. Song Yadong pieces up Peyton Talbot. People forget, man, says Bruce Wayne. Everyone was calling Triple C a quitter until Tommy Aspinall did the same thing. And everyone went back on what they said, including Guru. We went over this, Bruce. Don't make me fucking light you up again for yet another highlight. I'll do it again, Bruce. I'll bury you 6 feet under again, you dumb bastard. Henry Cejudo reacted differently to Tom Aspinall, and different reactions get people to have different reactions. Does Peyton Talbot have the power to even KO a blockhead like Cejudo? Nope. No, he doesn't. Should have done the roll call for this fight. We should have done a roll call. We can still do a roll call for this fight, Jim. Peyton has never violently sparked someone out, has he? Yeah, he has, but Cejudo doesn't really get finished. You know? Like, look at Ian Gary, right? Ian Gary was sparking people out, until Ian Gary got into the top 10. We haven't seen Ian Gary spark someone out in fucking years now. How are you, Chihuahuas, Dougie? I saw Jamie's video on you. What did you do to her? I didn't do anything to her, but welcome back, Chihuahuas. It's good to see that you're a Jamie fan and you have followed me for a year. Weird place, the internet. Really weird. Talbot is a younger guy. Usually there is a passing of the guard with the older and younger generation. Yeah, but it's step up. It's incrementally, right? It's incrementally. Even when Sean O'Malley got his Alex Perez step up, Sean O'Malley had to get through it with a fucking eye poke. Bruce Wayne did it again. Henry is 38. Barcelos is good. Henry's good. Henry was in there with Song Yadong. I just looked at the stats for the Song Yadong fight. Henry was 3 strikes away behind Song Yadong. 3 strikes behind him. Henry also tried to continue the fight. Tom was trying to quit. The ref walked him down. I can't see, mate. Henry was not trying to continue the fight. Henry was sitting there laughing, saying, I can't see. And then told his coaches he was going to run around until the quarter time, until the end of the round. Henry was not trying to continue the fight. Sounds like you're desperately trying to convince yourself, mate. I know the answer. I'm going to predict Cejudo misses weight. Fight gets cancelled. What are the odds for that? Ooh, Cejudo's not going to miss weight. No. Marcus McGee will probably show Peyton Talbot levels. I agree. Talbot wins. The fix is in. Oh, it's got to be fixed. I like it, Coach Nate. Talbot only wins if the fight is fixed. I like it a lot, mate. Here we go. I'm with Toad. I haven't even read Toad's entire take, but I know I'm with Toad. Toad says, Peyton Talbot is an industry plant. I knew I'd be with Toad on this one. Who doesn't know how to wrestle or pocket box. Literally 0 defense. I've got Cejudo chinning him. Yes! There we go. Toad is right. When is Toad ever not right? And Eric says 6-7%. 6-7. There we go. Okay. Can't allow them to win. True, Damien. We can't. Lopez fighting Volk for his probable retirement fight is a real travesty. I agree, Nathan. I agree, especially when Australia and Russia have built up such a good history together. Australia versus Russia and Volk's retirement fight would be fucking awesome. This is very similar to Guskov versus Blachowicz fight. It is. It is. This is true. Damien makes a good point. They have been winning. Look at Morales. This is true. The USS Liberty happened in 1976. Thank you, not the AM, bro. I appreciate that. Hot take, I think Sean Brady will dominate 155, and I'm being serious. That is a hot take, and I don't think you could be more wrong, Super Gamer. Sean Brady has no chin. Sean Brady's biggest weakness is the boxing. If Sean Brady goes to 155, he's going to be in there against boxers like Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje, and even BSD, who's going to rush forward and box him. I think Sean Brady gets destroyed at 155. Toad with the pocket boxing again. You love to see it, don't you, K-Dot? Damn, you guys fucking hate Cejudo. They do, man. Peyton sparked out Simon, kid. He do, but Henry Cejudo is not Cameron Simon. Different reactions cause different reactions. Yeah, believe it or not, the way people react to things causes different reactions. It's true. Henry's eye looked way worse than Aspinall's, and yet Henry reacted better because he actually has testosterone. Different eye pokes. Different eye pokes. Henry's eye looked perfect inside the cage when he was sitting there with both eyes open, laughing up at the monitor. I hate Cejudo, not gonna lie, but I hate the zesty motherfucker more. Based, Damien. Based. Crafty breakdown by Dougie with the reactions. Thank you. Don't forget, Dougster, Mr. Wayne to you. I'm the one with the money and put you 6 feet under, not me. Well, go and check the highlights of last night's stream, Bruce. You got destroyed with your fucking silliness that you were bringing to the chat yesterday. And you're going the right way for another spanking tonight, Bruce. To be fair, Dougie, Ian was too busy watching his wife getting fucked. That's why he hasn't finished anyone in the top 10. True. True. Ian Gary sitting in the corner watching everyone in the top 10 fuck his wife instead of trying to sleep them. Cejudo is on his Whitaker arc. Whitaker is 1 or 2 strikes away from being a GOAT as well. Stop it. How are you, Andrew Wasnat? Good to see you, mate. Internet stalkers. It is weird, isn't it, Eric? Cejudo is desperate to gain relevance again. He is going to win. I think Cejudo really wants to retire on it. I mean, shall we chuck this in as well? More to lose. Cejudo has said this is 100% his last fight, and he does not want to go out on a loss. More to lose from Henry Cejudo as well. More to lose from Henry Cejudo as well. Does not want to go out on a loss. He has been adamant about this. Disgusting water brag. I am thirsty today. I am very thirsty. Literally everyone in chat but Eric could spark out the Simon kid. It's not impressive in the slightest. You know why, Toad? Because he's got no pocket boxing. You know it, Toad. I know it, Toad. It's just true. It's because he's got no pocket boxing. High-level pocket boxing, 2 to 3 years in Thailand, and forget. What's up, Matthew? How are you, man? No one thinks about Australia versus Russia, even their own random shower thoughts. Everyone knows it's Russia versus US is the rivalry. There is no more rivalry. You know what Russia and the US is? You know when DC got slept by John Jones and he said after losing so many times there isn't a rivalry as he cried? That's Russia versus the US. And the US is DC crying. There is no rivalry after you get beaten again and again and again and again. Hey, Americans. Hey, Americans. How's destroying Putin in Ukraine in 2 weeks going? How's that going? Hey, Americans. How was the bombing of Iran? How did that go? Yeah, after Tel Aviv got told to no more bombing after 12 days. Hey, Americans, how's it going against Venezuela, invading Venezuela now that Russians signed their peace treaty with Venezuela? Not so interested in Russia anymore, are they? Not so interested in Venezuela anymore, are they, Americans? Now that Russia has said they're going to help out Venezuela, fucking turning that around real quick, aren't you? Thailand is overrated. Wrong. Henry was looking fine, but at least he wasn't holding the wrong eye in the cage like Aspinall. He got poked in both eyes, Justin Kennedy. 70% of Peyton's wins are from KOs. Why are you acting like he doesn't have power? I'm saying Peyton has power, but I'm also pointing out that Ian Gary used to have power when he was knocking down the tadpoles, but you're up here with the big fish now. You're up here with Henry Cejudo, the real boss of the division. And just how Ian Gary can't get knockouts anymore that he's in the top 10, Peyton Talbot is going to learn that there's fucking levels to this shit. Do you think Jan Blachowicz will get it done? No. No, I don't. Another win for the Joker? Exactly. How is Thailand overrated? I have no idea. Silliness, huh? Tommy Boy is a soy boy quitter. He has got Brown's disease. All right? How would you feel, Bruce, if you woke up with Brown's? That's what Tom Aspinall has to live through every day. He's got to get steroids injections into his eyes to fix his browns. Okay? Tom Aspinall might need to have surgery to help himself from the browns that he caught. So don't you call Tom Aspinall a quitter when Tom Aspinall is in there fighting Brown's disease every day. Barcelos has better MMA grappling than Cejudo, so Talbot won't KO him easily. I still wouldn't bet on this fight because if it goes to the scorecards, they'll likely give Talbot a 29-28. That is true. Like, if it goes to the scorecards, they'll probably rick it for Peyton Talbot. Cock Ukraine, Russian propaganda. This is true. This is true. What would be your act of contrition when Henry loses this fight? I'll just say that the UFC is rigged. There will be no contrition. Henry Cejudo has to be the most overrated fighter of all time. Dude was dead-ass saying he's a top 10 GOAT. Beat a drained TJ, then robbed DJ, washed Morales, and a washed Cruz. Cruz wasn't washed. Cruz is never washed. It was just a bit of ring rust, mate. You're the legend, Ron Olk. Cejudo is on an obvious decline. This makes sense for him to try and get a W and retire. Win-win for both guys. Losing to Cejudo isn't terrible. That's what I mean. Like, Cejudo's got more to lose here. Cejudo's got more to lose here. Peyton Talbot, all right, you went in there and lost to Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo is one of the GOATs. Like, whether you like it or not, there's only been like 10 or 12 people that are double champs. Cejudo is one of them. Rich coming from an Australian. We're on top, mate. Where am I up to? Where am I up to? Rich coming from an Australian. Tiger's a legend. Rich coming from Australia. That's where I'm up to. Right. Jislam is already 4-0 against Australia. Australia doesn't have any wrestling, brother. On second thought, how good is Volk? Mate, you want to say we don't have wrestling? Look at Alexander Volkanovski. Look at him. Just look at him. Just look at him. You're right, Dougie. There is no rivalry. USA owns Russia. Try and beat Russia once at anything ever. Just once at anything ever. You guys had to fake the moon landing to say that you beat Russia. Try and win anything ever since World War II America. Just try and win one thing. Hey, Dougie, how's Serbia not being able to take over Sarajevo for years? Serbia has been able to fight off NATO single-handedly for years. Thank you. Ban the guy who disrespected the art of pocket, saying going to Thailand. We've seen the blueprint to beat Muay Thai bums countless times. Muay Thai remains undefeated. Nice guns, Aussies. Thank you. We have excellent guns on the farms. Who thinks Australia is a threat? China. China thinks we're a threat. How is Serbia sticking its tongue up Ukraine's ass? Serbia's got nothing to do with Ukraine. We don't want anything to do with it. We are fighting a bigger fish than Ukraine. All of NATO. Nice UFC champions. 2 guys losing to the same bloke. Islam Makhachev is on steroids. Hey, Serbian, didn't Bill Clinton bomb your country for some pussy? Yeah, alright, so some pedophile bombed our country. Whatever. We still stand strong and free. We're not owned by some tiny little foreign country in the Middle East, mate. The blueprint beating the TIE Fighter is wrestling? Exactly right, which Henry Cejudo has. We were being nice. Dougie asked Japan what would happen. Again, try and win anything since World War II. Australia is the threat level of a worm. They just weird you out. Come here, mate. Come here and we'll unleash the emus. Then we'll see how fucking threatened you are by us. Once our emu army stomps all over you. Bro, deadass called Cejudo a real boss. I accept that Cejudo is a Mexican blockhead. He's eating shots like tacos. But saying Talbot don't got the power is just dumb. I'm saying there's levels to knockouts, which is clearly visible from all of UFC history, K-Dot. Being poked by a bantamweight is a little different. By a huge heavyweight, you muppet brain. Yes, also true. Hey, Aussie, I'll order you a Red Rooster and you'll enjoy every bite of it, you silly Aussie. No one in Australia eats Red Rooster. It's for Asians. Did Cyril gouge him or did Tom move his head towards the attack of the fingers? Cyril Garn attacked him. Badge. I eat Brown's disease for breakfast. I eat Browns for breakfast. Do you eat shit for breakfast? America could make Russia and Australia the 51st and 52nd state overnight. You guys can't even pay for your own states at the moment. You'll be broke in the morning. Cejudo is the type of guy to get a decent start and believe his own hype against. Mate, Cejudo round 1, Cejudo round 2, Cejudo round 3. Now I know why people hate Cejudo. There's no reason to hate Cejudo. Look, Mr. Bass Pucker himself is here. Mr. Flood the Zone is back. Chimaev of MMA YouTube is back. Mr. Inactive himself. You talking to me? 2 streams a day? You talking to me? 10995? You talking to me? Mr. makes the same joke again and again. You talking to me? Mr. still streaming? Been streaming all bloody day. You talking to me, mate? Unbelievable. USA beat Russia at everything. You literally haven't beaten them at anything. Dougie is a commie. Face the wall, Douglas. I don't think Russia is communist at the moment. I think they're the only... You know what? I think the place with socialized healthcare would be America with Obamacare. I think America with the huge welfare state would be the communist. I think America might actually be the communistic ones, where Russia is actually the free market capital society. Dougie acts like he doesn't know history like a true liberal. Can't argue against it if you act ignorant. Henry has 0 jiu-jitsu. He can get good takedowns. Couldn't take down Yudong once though. But he can't hold you down because he has no jiu-jitsu. He's freestyle wrestler, not a folk style. So Peyton can just turtle and get back up. Peyton, I love in this mind, like, Peyton Talbot can just turtle and stand back up, even though he's never done that and wasn't able to do that against Rowney Barcelos. I love when people do that. Bloody Paddy Pimblett against Justin Gaethje. Paddy Pimblett can just levitate across the cage and just pop and appear on Justin Gaethje's back and wrestle him down to the ground. Why don't you say, like, Peyton Talbot can do things that he's actually done before in the past? That Royval versus Cup fight. Royval versus Manel Cup fight night is looking atrocious. Don't know what that is in reference to, Jim. The moon landing was literally confirmed by Russia, China, and India in surveys of the moon. Don't you think Russia would be the first to say it was a hoax if they could prove it? That was just doing a limited hangout nacho. You got to look at the finer details. Hey Aussie, your pal JDM just got ragdolled by Islam. Got nothing to do with America. How's the American champs going? How are the American champs going, Super Shotgun? Where are the American champs? Wait, let's hear from all the American champs. Hang on. Oh, there's nothing there. Oh, okay. Wasn't it meant to take Russia 2 weeks to take Ukraine and they still haven't done it years later? No, Russia was doing the slow burn. No, Russia never wanted it in 2 weeks. It was meant to take the Americans 2 weeks to beat the Russians. They couldn't pull it off. It's obvious Henry Cejudo doesn't even need to wrestle to flatline the plant, but people are too lazy to watch the full fight. Yeah, Henry can stand with him and beat him at his own game. Dougie, USA has more nukes than Australia has kangaroos. Paper nukes. We like real actual nukes that do something, not paper nukes that haven't been checked since the Cold War. Unleash the emus, exactly. Brother, I'm not in the USA. We killed Little Wank in 80 seconds. The guy people said would rule light heavyweight for years and years and years to come, especially some toad individual over here. No one's talking about Alex Pereira K. Dougie thinks because we haven't stopped a war that doesn't involve the US is somehow... Dougie thinks because we haven't stopped a war that doesn't involve the US is somehow a loss. Doesn't even make sense. Dougie, how's freedom of speech going for you in Australia? Great, mate. I've been saying whatever I want for years now on the internet. It's going great. Aussie needs to bring in a different country and a different continent to have a beef with America. I'm not talking about Australia versus America. I was talking about Russia versus America. So this is what happens. I said Russia versus America. And you Americans are like, well, America would mog Australia. Who said Australia? Who said Australia? Who said anything about Australia? We're 25 million people. I'm talking about your neighbor across the lake from Alaska. Across that little spit of water from Alaska. You know that giant country that's been mogging you for the last 2 years? I'm talking about Russia. I was talking about... You guys want to talk about Australia. No one even brought up Australia. Fell for Russian propaganda. Fell for American propaganda. Obamacare is fake social health care. I know, and it's failing. Put some damn respect on Dougie's name. There you go. Dougie's trolling about Russia at this point. Where am I up to? Mr. quit streaming from a hangover from drinking some Smirnoff and Ice. Mate, we were smashing the Smirnoff and Ice on the stream. People were saying Felipe Lima will derail the Peyton Talbot hype train. The same guy who subbed Naimov. A very good unranked fellow. What happened to Peyton? Out grapples him, outstruck him. Toad will eat his words again. We'll find out Saturday. Bet it'll actually be Sunday. Russia with free market in the same sentence, and Putin is a dictator. I wonder who's running the country behind Joe Biden and old blue veins Trump. Can't even hold a fucking pen in his hand anymore. What is this dumbass analogy? I don't know what you're talking about, K-Dot. What is Russia better than America at? Literally everything. Peyton did that shit against Felipe Lima, who actually has good jiu-jitsu. Lucky we're talking about wrestling, K-Dot. How are you, Joey Smokes 420? Good to see you, man. We got hotter food. We've got better food and hotter sluts and better sport. You do not have hotter women than Eastern Europe. No. Dougie, Russia is in on the moon landing hoax. Lopez is going to KO Volt Cole just like the US did during the Cold War. What did you do during the Cold War? Except let in a bunch of communists into your university system. What did you do during the Cold War except hand over your university system? Of all the potential American champs that are making millions playing in the NFL because they don't want to be broke, or they're just too scared to actually fight. Classic Americans. We've seen it again and again from Cejudo's opponents that after Cejudo takes them down, they just turtle and get back up. Fight the hands and fight him up on the feet. Well, if only we had seen Peyton Talbot do that against anybody. Dougie, let's sign you up to the US Army. No, thanks, I'm straight. I mean, the Fight Night card after 323 looks shit so far. I haven't even looked at it, to be honest, Jim. Haven't even looked at it. Henry is old and showing... Henry is old and slowing down. He's going to get badly sparked if he purely stands with touch butt. He was 5 strikes behind Song Yadong. Song Yadong is a better striker than Peyton Talbot. Henry Cejudo will be able to stand with Peyton Talbot, no worries. No worries at all. Especially considering that MMA striking all comes down to how offensive your grappling is. And Henry Cejudo has got the far better offensive wrestling, which is going to cause Peyton Talbot to drop the hands, and Henry Cejudo is going to spark him up on the feet, mate. Nearly beat Aldo. Nearly beat Aldo. All on the feet. How many pro MMA fighters have you guys finished? Talbot hate is excessive. Cejudo is on a 3-loss streak. Calm down. How many pro MMA fighters have you guys finished? Are you saying we're not allowed to talk about the fights unless we've knocked people out? Come on, Coach Nate. You're better than that, dude. Russia has had about 6 ICBM failures this year. They literally just had one explode the other day, 200 feet in the air. Yeah, obviously, when you're working on new technology, you're going to have some failures. Obviously, but the reason America doesn't have any failures is because they're just clinging on to the past. Russia is pushing the envelope. USA is the only country who actually used nukes, and everyone else submitted to our will. Submitted to your will. Submitted to your will. When we got kicked off the Swiss system, everyone laughed at you. You're fucking LARPing, Bruce. Dougie speaking the truth. Thank you, Mitch. Can we check Russia's currency, by the way? Yeah, it's doing great. It's in de-inflation. We own Russia. Try and beat Russia once at anything. If you're being honest, a fight between Russia and America wouldn't be close. You're right. Russia would absolutely mog America. While you guys were busy wondering if your army was made of 50% gay, 50% men, 50% women, and had the right DEI representation. Meanwhile, Russia would just rock up and win. Let's hear from the Aussie champs. Alexander Volkanovski, you mean? Is that what you mean? Alexander Volkanovski? Let's hear from the Aussie tramps. Where am I up to? There. Guess there aren't any. What's up, Good Noodle? How are you, man? Quit the American disrespect. I hate my country, however. John Jones is gay. I'm just rage baiting the chat, Good Noodle. Thank you for the $10 US, dude. That's like $20 in my currency. Thank you so much, Good Noodle. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the $10. Massive donation. Thank you so much, man. Hope you've been well. Hoax Talks, W Dono. Great dono from Good Noodle. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, dude. Just rage baiting the chat a little bit, mate. It's good for the algorithm, brother. It's good for the algorithm. Conventional war, to be clear, what are we up to? Cheddarhead, good question. Russia far larger reserves than US natural gas, alcohol, iron, plutonium. Exactly. Good point. America will be electing 70-year-old presidents. Yep. You think Marab could pull off a finish this time? He might be able to submit Piotr Jan, but I don't think he'll TKO him. Dougie, the amount of hot sluts in America is mind-blowing, 3 times more than Russia. I would disagree. I would say Eastern Europe has got more hot sluts per rate, like per capita, purely because they don't have the food problem that you Americans have. What is the take on Paddy versus Justin? I think Paddy submits Justin Gaethje. We got Latinas in America, hotter than Eastern Europeans women. Nah, you got tortas. No, they're not hotter. The US Navy is filled with gays, not the army. Hey, that's the Navy. That's the Navy. I'm going to become a rear admiral one day. There you go. Thank you again for the $10, man. Thank you, Nacho, for gifting the membership, and Bittercore got one. Shout out to Bittercore. He was here this morning. Shout out to Bittercore. That's awesome, man. That's fucking awesome. Good on you, Bittercore. Marab by TKO is practically a lock. Piotr Jan forgot how to fight and pre-making massive improvements. And is pre-making massive improvements to his inside boxing. Marab already dominated him in the stand-up. Yeah, Marab is not going to get a TKO over Piotr Jan, man. Thank you, Nacho, for gifting yet another membership. Not as good as the membership. Thank you for the donations, Nacho. You're a legend. Talbot is a fish in the ocean, and Frank Ocean is fishing. There you go. If Cejudo loses this, he has to retire. Cejudo's going to retire no matter what. Cejudo's going to retire no matter what. Cejudo is older than when he fought Song, and Payton has more one-punch power than Yadong. Thank you, Nacho, for gifting yet another membership. You're a legend, dude. Warthog got one. Thank you, Nacho. I appreciate the $3, dude, or $5. What is it, $1.50 each, $1 each? I don't remember. But thank you, Nacho. I appreciate it, man. Bruce Wayne agrees with me. Bruce Wayne is a dickhead. Have you seen the army? The army is full of imaginary characters. Yeah, dude, the American army on foot. Fucking joke, mate. There's a clear game plan for Paddy here. His fight style is very similar to Charles Oliveira. Of course, he doesn't have Charles's leg kick defense, which is a huge weapon in the Gaethje arsenal. Yes, the leg kicks for Justin Gaethje are fucking massive. This is true. What is up with Toad's plant program? Toad actually has something to the plant program, to be fair, K-Dot. Like, Payton to, Paddy Pimblett is a perfect example of the UFC's plant program, which is essentially just easy matchmaking and a cushioned fight schedule. Sean O'Malley was also on the plant program. Notice how Sean O'Malley went up the rankings after a no contest to an eye poke. This is the UFC's plant program. Toad has pointed it out in the past, and Toad is kind of correct about it. Ragebait used to be believable. Back in my day, Ragebait was believable. Paddy should get in his face, ultra high pressure, super light lead leg, clinch, and then go for trips. One time Paddy gets Gaethje's down, he'll sub him easily. K-Dot, I actually agree with you on that read completely, man. Dougie thinks Russia has an army left. Do you really think a couple of 100,000 troops in Ukraine is the entire Russian army? As much as we all love Volk, don't pretend he is anything but a paper champion. What are you talking about? Volk has a very good chance of beating Movsar to this day. Dougie's Corner is where I come for all my geopolitical knowledge. Clever. Clever and smart and correct, Paul. There you go. Because Ilya vacated, Ilya can't make the weight anymore, meaning all the 145ers on the world, Volk is at least the second best, if not the best. Maybe Movzar is the best. Doug, if Russia would mog America, they wouldn't be sanctioned from the rest of the earth. Bricks pay. No one cares about the American dollars anymore. Look at the price of gold. American dollars are literally toilet paper. Welcome to Weimar, America. Welcome to Weimar, America. Explain to me why Russia hasn't occupied Ukraine. They don't want to occupy it. They just want to create a buffer zone. They're turning all of Ukraine into a giant trench. Dougie is getting more engagement from the great old USA-Russia debate than MMA. Yeah, it's good for the channel. He ain't subbing Jan, motherfucker. He might sub Jan. I think he would, actually, as Jan tries to get back to the feet. And, Marab has clearly been working on his chokes, his north-south chokes. Yeah, he might sub Jan. Piotr Jan's bag is deeper than Nina Drama's pussy. No, Nina Drama's pussy has been just destroyed from the inside out. Germany was able to occupy France. Why hasn't Russia occupied Ukraine? They don't want to. They want it to be a giant trenched. I've noticed the plant program has been putting up a lot of Jan propaganda to convince people that a rematch to a dominant 50-45 is an interesting matchup worth buying, but we all know that this fight is... just that. Okay. Marab Divalashvili is going to destroy Jan Blackwoods. America lost a war to a bunch of Vietnamese farmers hiding in trees. They lost a war to a bunch of cave people, mate. Piotr Jan will download the data round 1 and then knock Marab out. I don't think he will, man. The odds of Jan getting finished by Marab is less than him getting struck by lightning. No way he gets finished. I don't think he's going to get finished. I don't think he's going to get finished at all. Chat, we're going to wrap it up, chat. We're going to wrap it up. The outro music is goated. Oh, it's good to have the outro music back. Oh, Eric, it never goes anywhere. The outro music is goated. How good is the outro music, chat? We love it. We love it. Vietnamese suffered 3 generations of genetic disfigurement because of the US, and yet they still stand strong. How is America going? How's the white American population going compared to the Vietnamese population? Which country is still going to have the majority of their population by 2050? Who really won K-Dot? Cejudo can't afford to retire. He's going to have to. What is up with Toad's playing program? We did that one. Who should Strickland fight next? Fluffy. He just doesn't want to fight in Australia. Song is 27-2. Lost 2. Phillips still got fights against top competition. Song Talbot would be good. Song Talbot will be a good step up. I think this is too much of a step up. Coach Nate. UFC plant program is absolutely real. It is absolutely real. Nobody makes fun of the US Army other than the US Marine Corps. Oh, go guarded door, Stormtrooper. I'm planning to be in the Army soon. Get ready for it. Why would anyone be in the Army in 2026? Paddy's fun enough, though. Paddy's fun. Yeah. Aspinall's the GOAT. There you go. JDM got Smash Brother. Paper champ. Volk is the real champ. Stop it. Fuck the haters. Fuck the haters, Miguel. That's just called Dana White privilege. Renaming it sounds so intellectually high level, but it's not. And it's always been happening. Yeah, it's just Toad's word for the Dana White privilege. It's just the UFC plant program. He's still going to move to Thailand? I think so, yeah. Ilya has done more than McGregor already. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. If you exclude King Tapuria, Volk is the best 45er. He would absolutely diddy fuck the groomer and show him what a real predator looks like. There we go. I don't love calling Volk a predator. I don't love him calling a predator. Bilal, Australia helped them lose that war, brother. Please don't bring up Vietnam. There you go. You'll never tap in his life. There you go. That's it, boys. Ilya has done more than Volk already. Weirdest sentence. Weirdest sentence I've ever... Quit mentioning us getting replaced. Who really won? Who really won, chat? What's Russia gonna look like in 2050? What's Vietnam gonna look like in 2050? Now, what's America gonna look like in 2050? What's England gonna look like in 2050? Who really won, chat? Anyway, I'm out of here. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Good argument. I was just rage baiting you guys. Chill the fuck out, mate. Alright? America's got PlayStations, you know? What has Russia got? A cup and ball. A cup and ball with a string. But that's it, guys. I appreciate you all so much. Have a wonderful evening. Have a good, go to bed, Americans. I guess it's almost time to wake up. Have a nap, Americans, and then wake up. Europeans, have a great fucking day. Canadians, enjoy that spliff. I know you Canadians like to rip a massive womp. We know it's okay. We're here to play the game. That's it. It's all part of the game, mate. And Australians, have a good fucking dinner, mate. Have a good fucking dinner. Yeah? Have a good fucking dinner, Australians. And have a good day, Europeans. Read my chat. What did you say, Bruce? Imagine getting Brown's disease from an eye poke that didn't even make contact with the eye. I mean, it literally pushed into his eye. I mean, you saw it push into his eye. Now he's caught the Browns. Imagine Cyril Gahn fingers you in the eye and you catch Browns. Horrible stuff. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night or a good day wherever you are. Appreciate you guys. Bye. Peace. Ball.